Hello everyone, welcome to the session dedicated to InterSystems online programming contest best winning projects and their developers. Today we are going to talk about the series of online contests for InterSystems developers. This session will focus on the contest winners and the top applications. Our developers will share their experience of participating in the exciting InterSystems coding marathon and will show demos of their winning projects. So let's start. My name is Anastasia Dyubaylo. I am manager of InterSystems developer community, and I am glad to introduce all today's speakers. All these guys are winners of the past InterSystems online programming contests. So this year, InterSystems developer community presented a whole series of online programming contests for all the developers working with InterSystems technologies. Developers create open source solutions using InterSystems Iris or Iris for Health, and the best of them get some money and glory. All the contest action take place on the developer community and Open Exchange applications gallery. Developers upload their project to the Open Exchange, also write articles and record demos on their apps to increase their chance of winning. InterSystems developer community team helps in promoting and distributing the contest applications through all developer ecosystem resources. We prepared ready-made templates and ideas for the contest, hold kickoff webinars to make an easy start for developers to enter the competition. At the end, we make press releases on the results of contest, then hold virtual meetups with the winners and InterSystems product managers. There comes a time of glory for our developers. They can present their solution and highlight their experience and the company they are working for. So this year we already held 6 contests on the various topics: AI and ML, ObjectScript, Native API, REST API, and Fire. Now our developers will show their great projects that help them to win our exciting coding competitions. Please welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Henrique Gonçalves. I'm 36 years old, live in Brazil, and for the last 17 years I've been working with InterSystems Technologia. I work at São Paulo Federal Court as a database administrator, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my projects, Iris History Monitor. Iris provides an incredible feature that you need to activate to take advantage of the information generated from this. And what is Iris History Monitor? Iris History Monitor is my personal approach trying to extract the full potential of this information provided by the native system monitor. Although the information provided is very detailed, you need to look through a few SQL queries to find out what is useful for you or not. The Iris History Monitor came to fill the gap and provided the information desired visually, improving the user experience. At the top of that, I developed an improved page for System Dashboard and System Process. And for those that are using the newer versions of InterSystems Iris, they can take advantage of the System Dashboard that makes use of custom metrics of the API monitor/metrics. The Iris History Monitor features are a new system dashboard, a new system process, and for Iris History Monitor, we have license, database growth, and CSP sessions. This pack of features turns the Iris History Monitor a useful toolkit for system monitoring. Let's take a look at the application. The Iris History Monitor installer sets itself as favorite page inside the management portal, so you have easy access for your new application. Here we have the native system dashboard, and here we have this system dashboard that comes with Iris History Monitor. The information are the same, just the look and feel are completely different. Okay. What else we have here? We have System Dashboard 2.0, exactly the same, but under the hood is completely different the way I retrieve the information. Here, I use the custom metrics, the new API provided for newer versions of InterSystems Iris. I developed a new system process page for those who want to extract more information and combining filters to achieve the information faster. And covering history monitor, we have license, database growth, and CSP session, as I mentioned before. But this information is not up and running. You need to set up this before. So if you just execute a Docker compose up, you don't have the information, right? Let's see another instance that I set up before. So we have here CSP sessions. So the first chart is for every 5 minutes, what are you using, how many, in this case for CSP sessions, how many CSP sessions are you using in your system, and in the end of the day, the Iris make a summary for hour and daily. So you have the average and max values for everything, every hour and every day. That's it. That's Iris History Monitor. I hope you enjoy and have a great global summit. See you.
Hello everybody. My name is José and I work in a Brazilian company called Shift, which uses InterSystems technologies to provide solutions for clinical laboratories in Brazil and other 4 countries in South America. Currently, I'm developing BI solutions, but I've also worked with full-stack web development. This means that they use SQL a lot. And as a SQL developer, Iris Integrated ML seems to be a very straightforward way to access in AI, future research, machine learning. So this led me interested in try certain new technology and run for the Iris AI contest. Integrated ML makes easy AI steps such as create, test, integrate, and deploy machine learning models to existing applications. But once deployed, we need to monitor our models in order to guarantee their quality. So this was the focus of my work, to allow machine learning to be monitored using integrated ML and system monitor features of InterSystems Iris. In order to simulate certain monitor tasks, I've created a model to predict if a patient will attend to each appointment based on appointment history already persistent in a hypothetical appointment system. Such prediction could be useful for better scheduling administration. In this simple example, I've simulated a model performance degradation. Initially, I've used 500 records to let Integrated ML train the model, reaching about 90% of accuracy, and this was considered as the minimum performance. In order to be alert when such threshold is reached, I've created an Iris system monitor extension which keeps monitoring model performance metrics provided by Integrated ML. As new record was entered to database, the model performance keeps satisfactory until about 800 records, when new patterns contained in the new data starts to decrease model performance to less than 90%. When System Monitor realizes such issue, it triggers email alerts allowing machine learning administrators to be aware of such situation. In order to fix this hypothetical issue, I just need to let Integrated ML use more data to retrain the model. Note that even an automated retrain test could be triggered by System Monitor. After retraining, the model comes back to reach accuracy above 9%, which makes System Monitor to stop alerting. So that is it. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, I'm Henrique Pereira. Well, by my accent you probably have noticed that I'm from Brazil. I'm a software engineer for 16 years and the last 4 years I was working with InterSystems products. I'm a passionate for open source and I want to show you the application that I participated on the first contest, the Sql Builder. So first of all, let me explain the problem that motivated me to create the Sql Builder. When I start to work with some clients here, they use a lot of dynamic SQL. they create the queries using strings. They put the conditionals to decide if they will use the word clause or not. Like this example here. This method receives 2 parameters, and depends on the value of each parameters, they will put this where clause or not. Let me show you here. That is the result. That's very simple. My idea was to create the easy way to do that and a clever tool to make the code cleaner. So here is the same example, but using the SQL Builder. They have methods that receive conditionals to decide if they will put this word clause or not. You can use chain methods to the code be cleaner. And here is the result of this example. Is the same result. That they have a documentation with a bunch of methods to do a lot of queries. Doesn't matter the complexity, and all the methods are with examples and simple explanations here. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching.
Hello, I'm Dmitriy Maslinkov. I'm developer with InterSystems technologies for over than 10 years. I'm developer community moderator and co-founder and CTO in CaretDev. My project, which I developed for the latest full stack contest for InterSystems. And this project is my project based just on some popular project I found very recently on GitHub. It's a real world example apps. It's just example of how to do exactly the same application, which is just a simple clone of medium.com. It's how it just looks like. It uses multiple realizations of for front end and many realizations for backends to do exactly the same project. And you can mix any front end with any backend, but result will be exactly the same. But this project doesn't have any examples of Iris, how to use Iris on backend. So I did it and participated in the contest, and you can see how it working. This is my repo. It's open source for sure. You can look, find it here. And for demonstration, I would like to use the newest feature from GitHub. It's GitHub Codespaces. If it's not publicly available, but I already have access to it. So I have this new option, Open with Codespaces. I already have prepared it, so just because it's running takes some time to run it, and I will show it here. So it's just the same VS Code as you would have locally, with all the power of local VS Code, but on the cloud completely, and we need only browser, and in this case it running Iris in the cloud and front end in a containerized environment. It uses Docker Compose, some settings for containers, and so on. We have access to Iris here. We can see that it's running, and we can connect with Iris session to our instance. Yeah, and as I said, it's powered with VS Code, and it have access it with extension for InterSystems object script. You can see and work with object script here. So it's implementation for this application, and fortunately, originally project just provides Swagger specification for API, for REST API, and our application is just used this Swagger specification, and so generated implementation, added some logic for this application, and that's it. It uses unit tests, and it can be run with ZPM. So just type test real world. This is how it's name of our application in all past. And original application also provides postman tests, and we can run those tests on this shell here as well, and you can would see that it's also passed all the tests. So let's go to the application, and you can go to the, even it's running in the cloud, you can just go to localhost 80 where it hosted, but it will show you this application with just public URL, and it's just completely empty here. We can just sign up with some of just our temp data and create some new article. And that's it, with comments and so on. Yeah, it's working, and it stores data in Iris.
Hi everyone, my name is Renato Banzai. I am one of the AI contest winners from InterSystems. I have 36 years old and I lead a machine learning engineering team in a big Brazilian bank actually. I decided to join the Iris AI programming contest to force myself to understand and learn a new technology. So Iris database and integrated ML fits perfectly in this challenge for me. Personally, I like the subject of natural language processing, and one of the ideas for the contest was to create a machine learning model to, giving a text like this, suggest what tags should be used in that text. And one of the difficulties to work with texts like posts is that didn't fit like other structured data. A post has a undefined number of words, and a machine learning algorithm needs something more like structured data, like a matrix of numbers. So you need to transform this unstructured data into structured data to be trained and predict any result from this. Okay. And I called my application Iris ML Suite, and despite of at the end it has few functionalities, it was a switch to start using NLP with Iris and Python. Okay, and as we can see here, it has a quite simple front end, but at the back end I have a lot of work. First, on this field, we can put any Iris developer community URL and load the text from this post, okay? And after we load this text, we can try these two models. The first one is a classical approach of Python and sklearn, and I use Iris just as storage here, okay? I used Iris to get the data from the posts, and in Python training and predict the data. In the second one, I use more from Iris. I use the integrated ML that actually is an automatic way to train ML models based on a table, for example. So I converted the post text into table registers to train the model, and after this I convert any text to register in a table and predict the result from the Iris engine, okay? So the interesting thing is that both models performed well, but with a great surprise with integrated ML. It's very good. So thank you for the opportunity, and this is my history, okay? Bye.
So guys, thank you all for your attention, and big applause to our speakers and all contest winners. Also, I am glad to invite you all to join our next InterSystems online programming contest this and next year. Show your best coding skills, win prizes, and earn some glory with InterSystems. Thank you all, and see you on the InterSystems developer community.